Hello, it's December 10th. We're in Lavington up Blue Nose Road. We're between Vernon and Lumbee. We're going to go up and cook a steak and some prawns, get a Christmas tree, and we've just stopped along the way here to get some firewood. I brought the GoPro, but apparently I didn't charge it long enough. It's not working, so I'll be using my phone. Well, I usually wear my eye protection, but I was just lazy and stupid, but I still have my eyes. And I need to get a set of chaps, really harshly. I don't like not having a set, you never know. I usually bring up the first aid kit with the tourniquet and quick clot, but I forgot that today. So we came off Blue Nose Road to Aberdeen Forest Service Road and now branching off to Haddo. Alright, got the chains on. I got the V-bars with cam locks. Well, we were just at a steep corner. We had to put it in 4 low and rear diff lock when we made it. There was the branch off to Goat Lake Forest Service Road, which 4 quads and 1 vehicle had been down. And we're staying on Haddo Forest Service Road, and as you can see, only Skidoo has been in here. It's in 4 low with rear diff E-lock on. Yeah, this is the best vehicle I've ever had. Better than the Ranger. Just gonna be slow going is all. Those V-bars are pretty amazing. Well, we were almost at Haddo Lake, but we're just not gonna make it. We're pushing too much snow. So I guess we'll go back to the Goat Lake turnoff and go up Goat Lake.
water, not frozen. That is really neat. That looks so nice.
So this is Datu Creek. This is drinking water. Drinking water for the Lavington area anyway, and maybe a bit of Vernon and a bit of Lumbee. Oh, got another one to cut. I also brought the chainsaw. Oh yeah, you guys know that because you watched me cut wood. Rear. All right, bit of newspaper, birch bark, fat wood, and some birch kindling. Just getting ready to cook a steak and some prawns. Got some mushrooms and onion all cooked up. I was gonna make the dog a little tarp tent there with a pole, but I was too lazy to get out the rope, and the ground's not too frozen yet, but I didn't bring pegs, and I was gonna get rope and use wood anchors. I fudged around with it for a while and just gave up. So dog's just sitting in the vehicle, and we forgot his winter jacket. I'll show you the lake. There's no picnic tables or fire pits here. We're just having a fire on the side. I know that's not great. It'll be an ugly mess in the spring. Haddo Lake. It's a reservoir feeding all the drinking water. A little island there. We were going to ice fish, but it's 4 o'clock and I don't know if the fishing's any good. Maybe I'll go chip a hole and see. This is Mojo, big fat old beagle, 14 years old. He's got a wool blanket in his bed. We were going to put that in a little tent I was going to make him and have some boughs underneath. But, we'll just leave him here. We're not going to stay long. We're going to eat and run. Got a long drive back. Oh! Holes and boulders under here. Very danger. Well, I'm thinking the ice is pretty thick, but if I fall in, we'll find out. It's probably pretty deep. Probably don't have to go far. Betcha this is a nice spot. Let's just try right here then. I don't have a tripod. This is my phone. I don't know how I'm going to record while chipping a hole. Get back to you in a second. I thought it was thin, but it turned out there's just some water in between a layer of ice. It's pretty dirty, so I don't know if it's shallow here or not. But these reservoirs do tend to kind of have dirty looking water. I forgot the scoop. There we go. Ah, it's going to be deep. You usually want to try and pull your chunk of ice out. You don't want to knock it underneath. It'll stay under there and freeze to the underside of the ice, and when you catch a fish, your line can get all caught on it. Alright, I'll go back get the fishing rod. We'll see what we get. Jen's got dinner all taken care of. I'm gonna go try and catch a fish. Well, it's not too deep, 10 to 15 feet. I'm fishing just up off bottom, about a foot. And this late at night, I really don't think we're gonna get anything. Usually ice fishing's good in the morning till afternoon. Well, I didn't catch any fish. I only tried for 15 minutes. It was only about 10 feet deep. Dinner time now. Steak, onions, mushrooms, prawns, and garlic bread. Probably 4:30, 5 o'clock. There are wolves up here. Dog's tied up. Won't get eaten and dragged away. So I got some leftovers for Mojo. Prawn legs and prawn tails and some garlic bread crust. Little chunks of gristle and steak. And some onions and mushrooms. Jen's got some for him too. There. Good boy. What the heck? He just got a full prawn I missed in there accidentally. Lucky guy. Good boy. I forgot I had that sitting on top of the pile for my last bite of steak. Good boy. Yummy. I should have snarfed that back from him. Arrgh. Fight him for it. Let him lick that pan out. There you go, boy. Not as cold as last time we were up a few weeks ago. He was shivering even with a jacket. It wasn't a great jacket. We got to get him a better one. Well, just getting on to 5 o'clock. We're all cleaned up. Now Mojo gets to sniff around and look for other scraps. Well, most of the day was driving, but it was fun. I have these LEDs in. I had them set good, but then I was messing around with them trying to fix them better a couple nights ago in the dark, and it was cold, and I ended up making them worse. I have a light bar and 2 work bars for the rear, but I haven't installed them yet, so hopefully we don't have problems getting out of here tonight in the dark. We're gonna do a round trip. We're not going back the way we came. We're gonna be finding Philpott Road and heading down. That'll join up to Haddo Road where we turned off of to come up here. Another tree. I'm gonna just shake it off and drive through the branches. I don't know. Think I'll clear that. No. Oh, there's something else over there. Dare I drive over it? I don't know. Might pop a tire. If there's a sharp branch, we better check it. I'm just gonna try and move it. If not, I'll cut it. I just cut it with the bow saw. Pretty ruddy. Could bottom out here. Might not even make it up. Wow, it's been pretty amazing what we've made so far, actually. Oh. Just don't want to be spinning because it's not good for the E-lock. Don't want to spin your tires. Only 300 meters, well 150 left probably, and we get onto Philpott Road. We're kind of in a little by road between Haddo Lake Road and Philpott Road. It was either go way down Haddo more and then double all the way back to Philpott. Probably really ruddy under the snow. Rough Forest Service road. 2 more to hand saw or get the chainsaw. One here, and just behind that branch there's a thicker one hanging higher up. Yeah, we're having quite the adventure. Oh, and another one just around the corner from those 2. So I drove under that one. And right after it is this one I'll have to cut. Philpott Forest Service Road. Heading home. Yeah, this road's great. I don't need E-lock or 4-low anymore. Now keep an eye open for a Christmas tree, or we'll just come up tomorrow. I'm getting tired of this. Well, we stopped to look at a lot of trees. Let's give this one a kick and see how it is. It's a big steep bank I gotta walk up. Well, we stopped and looked at a few trees. It's dark, it's almost 7. We've got an hour before we're home at least. So we're just gonna come up tomorrow and we'll sign up for now and pick up tomorrow with you and get a tree. Put the 2 days together on a video here. Alright, see you tomorrow, folks. Good morning. It's Sunday. We're going up to Streak Lake off King Eddy Forest Service Road between Vernon and Lavington. We're off a side road just off the highway to look for a Christmas tree, and then we'll double back and follow the main King Eddy Road to Streak Lake. So we spotted this. It's a pretty darn nice one. We have our tree cutting permit. It's free. Just gotta be within 10 feet of the road is all.
Nice.
That's it. We actually got a real good tree, man. It's like it was bought off a tree growing farm. That's where we cut it. So just shows that we're, 10 feet from the side of the road. And that's what the permit looks like. All right, coming back to King Eddy Road now and up to Streak Lake. The large grader's gone up. Today we saw parking all finished when we came. We'll see how far he goes. Well, that's it for the freshly plowed. You can see this has been plowed, but not for a couple snowfalls. We'll see how far we can go before we need chains. This is the turn off to Streak Lake. We're not going to make it even with chains. It's 2 feet deep of snow. No one's ridden on it. And there's a big curb pile of overplow that's all frozen and hard that I would have to dig out. So we're going to stay on King Eddy Road. It'll might get a glimpse of Streak Lake on this side. We'll see how close it is to the road, if we can walk into it. And the next lake's Oyama Lake, which is accessible from another road as well. I think this one and some further back and from other directions from the highway. But again, we'll see how close that lake is to the road, if we can park and walk down to that to fish. You couldn't get close enough to Oyama Lake or Streak Lake from the Forest Service Road, so we just turned back and headed down and stopped here. There's some chunks of fat wood on there and some birch bark. Well, we did stop and cut some firewood and throw it onto the roof rack, but we did some of that yesterday, so I didn't film it today. kind you got there?
I have the coconut green. So it's a Chinese green tea.
And I'm gonna have some chaga. We lost the handle to our lid. That's okay. We've lost the screw, we have the handle. Just find a new screw or make a new handle out of wood and just put a wood screw in up through the bottom. So these people just came in. We'll wait to see if they have any luck before I go chipping a hole and trying. Or I might still anyway, even if they don't have any luck, because I might have secret bait. Yeah, I was just gonna boil too hot on the fire, so I'll simmer it up there for my chaga. I chipped this hole. It's a good 15 feet deep. Only fished it for 10 minutes, didn't have a bite. Those people with the skidoos left, and they caught a few. I'm gonna go over there. Only 6 feet of water, and they were catching fish. So we'll zip over there. Just a small lake. I think it's deeper than the 6 feet that guy was saying it was. I think it's 10 feet about. Four o'clock. They probably got the last couple fish out of these holes. For the day anyway. I had bites, missed them, bit again, had it up to the hole and it fell off. That was exciting though. And it was a keeper, you know, less than a pound, but it was fun and alright. See if I can get another. Got a little guy. Pretty small. If I can get the hook out, I'll put him back. If not, I'll go cook it over the fire. Missed one before it too. Turned my back for a second, looked back, had bites, and it stole my bait. So I did throw that fish back. It's just like a quarter pound. Just too small to keep. I'm not keeping them unless they're a pound or a little less. And I think I'm just gonna call her quits. Shut her down. Well, we're all packed up. We didn't cook the steak. We'll take it home and cook it. We just had sandwiches and hot dogs and shared with the doggy. Hey boy. Good boy. Yeah. Well, it's 5 o'clock. We're out of here. Thank you very much for watching the show.